Lesson 7.7 is using negative numbers. The objective is to review the uses, ordering, and comparing of negative numbers. So we're going to be looking at some number lines to see how negative numbers compare to positive numbers. On your math message, this is on page 229 in your math journal. You're going to be using the number line and looking at these different scenarios. So the first one says, check in 5 minutes before the race starts. So on the number line, you need to think about where that would be. Now, if you read through the directions, it says, note that 0 is when the race begins. So that's kind of our beginning point right there. If I want to have check in 5 minutes before the race begins, that would be like marking -5. So letter A, 5 minutes before the race. Change gears 30 seconds after the race starts. So again, if my race starts at 0, 30 seconds later, well, 1 minute, I know 30 seconds is half of a minute, so letter B would go here. And then we can do one more together. If you get on a bicycle 30 seconds before the race starts, again, before the race would be moving toward the negative part of the number line. 30 seconds, again, would be right here, so this would be letter C. And then you'll go through and look at D, E, and F on your own and check that in your math journal. On the next page, we're going to take a look at, again, our number line up here, but now we're comparing positive and negative numbers. So remember, whenever you move to the left on the number line, numbers get smaller. Whenever you move to the right, your numbers will get larger. So if I were to compare -5, which is right here, to +5, and anytime you don't see that symbol in front of it, we know that it's a positive number, I can tell that +5 is larger because it's towards the greater end of the number line. Same thing with -10 and 10. Okay, I know that 10 is here. -10, obviously, +10 is going to be greater. Okay, some of these, like -14 and -7, we're used to thinking that 14 is a bigger number than 7, but when we're on the number line, -7 is here, and I would have to keep going over probably about here to get to -14. So now, -7, even though 7 is smaller than 14 when we're talking about positive numbers, here it's going to be less than, because it's further over on the number line. And then there's some other problems here where you'll get a chance to compare those numbers as well.